Indecent proposal. Go to Laredo's residence in the evening. Well, I think the first thing we need to do... Well, actually, I'll look at our journal, because I'm sure we've got a few things to read here. So, scouting. It's prudent to inform the reader that, on the account of his profession and personality traits, Vernon Roach had many enemies and possibly no friends at all. By many enemies, I mean a legion, and not a weak one at that. In Flotsam alone, Roach counted command on Laredo and the local elven unit's leader, Irvulf, I can't remember how he said his name, among his foes. The latter crossed our hero's path, and when a hunter of squirrels meets a gorilla's best-known leader, the pleasantries can only last so long. The elven partisans immediately attacked from hiding, and Geralt's company only avoided becoming arrow-riddled hedgehogs thanks to Triss Merigold's presence of mind. Vernon Roche took the sorceress, exhausted by her protective spell, into his arms, and Geralt covered the company with his sword, leaving a trail of corpses behind. Our heroes pushed towards Flotsam. At the town gate, our heroes were greeted by Temerian soldiers. Only then did the Scoia'tael withdraw, and the Witcher managed but glimpse the faces of Orvuth and the King's Slayer, who accompanied him. Unable to confront their foe, the company proceeded to the tower in search of Roach's informant. Back to Assassins of Kings. Just outside Flotsam, Geralt saw the murderer once more. The assassin was in the company of Irvulf. I'm saying that different every time. The commander of Scoia'tael unit. This was surely no coincidence, and as it would turn out later, the encounter was deliberately staged indeed. From that moment on, the Witcher began to wonder if he could use the elven leader to get to the assassin. By the gods, stringing up sods. Cultural events are rare in the province, thus it was unsurprising when a rarity like the hanging of collaborators takes place, the whole town turns out. When in Nilfgaard, do as the Nilfgaardians do. Geralt and company proceeded without hesitation to the scaffold square to partake in the local entertainment. At this point I enter the scene, I, Dandelion the Unequalled, as described by some ladies, poet lover, secret agent, friend and confidant to Geralt of Rivia, and at that moment legal corpse with a noose around my neck. On the scaffold I was flanked by the dwarf Zoltan, also a friend of the Witcher, and elves whom I'd never met before. As they say, a Rivian once volunteered for the scaffold so a condemned criminal would not hang alone. But I had no desire to die. Geralt had to find a way to free me, especially since I was Roach's aforementioned informer. The Witcher is a frank, straightforward man. Without much forethought, he chose the direct solution. He thrashed the guards and then tackled the executioner. Saved by Geralt, I breathed a sigh of relief while Zoltan wiped sweat from his brow. The world would keep the greatest of its living poets. There is no end to the greetings, and that's when I learned about the events which brought Geralt and his company to Flotsam. As a well-informed man, I could aid them in their search, thereby repaying my debt of gratitude. I don't think there's any more. No. Okay. I don't know why some are I'm assuming that's because they're finished, and these are potential things that we haven't yet finished, which is a bit odd. But anyway. Oh my goodness, we've got all these characters. I really don't think I want to read all of these. We'll read about a couple of them that are relevant. At the time of this story, Bernard Laredo was I don't know what happened there. Bernard Laredo was commandant of the town which the river port and trading post of Flotsam. He was well suited to the position, amply demonstrating this through his brutal and heavy-handed approach to enforcing the law and beating out justice. Veteran of the Temerian army. Turned the borderland settlement into a private fiefdom, which he ruled with fear and might. In spite of maintaining a smokescreen of law and order in Flotsam, Laredo was as benevolent to non-humans as the Emperor was to proponents of democracy. Given the slightest excuse, Bernard would gladly rid the trading post and its environs, to all of whom were not human. Okay, so Zoltan, the dwarf is a close friend of Geralt's and mine. We met while we were sneaking through the forest and wilderness of Brugg and Sodden, when war raged all around and the hoofs of Nilfgaardian cavalry thundered on the high roads. Like many of his kin, he later fought at Brenna in the blah 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 blah. After the war, he wanted to start a business and even thought about taking a wife, yet fate had things arranged a bit differently. Zoltan had proved his friendship to the Witcher many times, eagerly standing at his side in any moment of need, disproving those who claim each and every dwarf is the spiteful, aggressive son of a bitch, that they do not care for human plight, and that coexistence is impossible. I know many non-humans, and if anything stands in the way of coexistence, it's human ignorance, spite, and ungratefulness. They say the dwarf would get himself hanged for a friend, but Zoltan was in my company on the scaffold for another reason. The local authorities accused him of colluding with the Scoia'tael, and that is usually enough to earn one the main role in entertainment, like a morning execution. They say all elves are beautiful, but they are born thus. In Iorveth's case, someone set out to change this, marking his face with an ugly scar, which he hid behind a crimson scarf. He's a living legend, the exclusive leader of the Scoia'tael unit, whose members gave no thought to laying down their arms and continued their war against humans. Certain sources claimed that Iorveth was Kingslayer's ally and thus involved in recent events, yet Geralt's first meeting with the elf brought few answers and ended with the Scoia'tael archers laying down deep barrage. Indeed, it seemed blah 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 blah. Yeah, we're not worried about the rest of that. Don't think we need that. Kingslayer, disguised as a blind monk, the mysterious assassin took Geralt by surprise. Displaying immense self-control and lightning reflexes, not to mention a talent for acting, he murdered the king before the Witcher's very eyes. He then leapt out of a window of the solar before Geralt could grab him. Surviving the fall unharmed, the assassin fled with the aid of some Scoia'tael. The information in Vernon Roach's possession served to confirm that what Geralt had witnessed. Blah blah blah. Okay, Bussy and Ariane, Mary Louise. That's another king, isn't it? Vess. Fairhead Vess. We're not going to bother about any of these. Dandelion. It is always awkward to write about oneself, yet I cannot shirk this duty. In an effort to preempt any accusations of partiality, I shall set down the humblest of notes, relating only the best known facts. Dandelion, in reality Viscount de Lettonhove, though titles are unimportant, is a certified troubadour, lecturer at Oxenfurt University, a persona known among society as charmer, poet, dandy, and unparalleled lover. Almost everyone north of Yaruga has heard of him, and those who have not are either bores or simpletons or both, as a result of which their opinions do not matter. Dandelion played a significant part in the most important events of the era. He loved, fought, negotiated, and acquired immense knowledge, even that of the forbidden variety. His works were a testimony of the times, but it is his moving poetic tropes that have brought him true fame. The unimportant thing in this story is that the important thing is that Dandelion was a friend of Geralt of Rivia, possibly his only true friend. He was Geralt's confidant, advisor, companion in misery, for it is impossible to experience good fortune in the Witcher's company. What Geralt did, Dandelion faithfully recounted, and one should not give credence to those who accuse this humble chronicler of confabulating. Discretion, a virtue I have always professed, obliges me to remain silent about the circumstances in which, through the person of Vernon Roach, I began working with the Temerian Intelligence Service. Suffice to say that there comes a moment in everyone's life when, facing great events, they cannot remain indifferent, and so I could not stand aside as history took shape before my eyes. My dedication to the cause brought me to Flotsam at the time. There, through an unfortunate incident involving twins at the local brothel, a town guard, a dog, a cat, and an oil lamp, I would be up on the scaffold in the town square, from which I barely escaped with my life. King Foltest, I'm not going to worry about. Geralt. I think we've read a lot of this. Died once, blah blah blah. I think that was all. Triss, I think we've read. As regards to the Witcher, everyone who was witness to Triss Fentress with Geralt, anyone who saw them together, would easily confirm that these two had much in common. It is in common knowledge that an old flame never dies. For those reasons, after Foltest's death, the sorceress decided that she would help the Witcher by staying at his side. Not heeding her threatened position at court, she harnessed all her strength and powers to helping Geralt, whom she still had feelings towards. I was not there at the time, but I heard tales of the show of power Triss put on at that beach near Flotsam. Though she was weakened and barely conscious, the sorceress managed to sustain a magical barrier, and the three survived the Scoia'tael arrows thanks to her. Archpriest, not too worried about him. Tails, not worried about him. New boy, well, we know about that. So I think we're good there. All good. So now let's see where we can go to get our sword made. So where are we now? We're here. So if we go straight on, I don't think we can we? I don't know if we can go out the back there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this notice board, because I can see something on it.
Notice board.
Use.
Might find something interesting.
Oh, not use. Notices. Hey, Endrager contract. Faced with the insolence and bestial menace of the creatures known as Endragers, and concerned for the people, Commandant Bernard Laredo has decided to post a bounty for the extermination of these creatures. The brave soul permanently rids them will receive a generous reward. Oh, we'll take that. Necker contract. Blah blah blah. Same for the Neckers. Proclamation of pardon for Dimitri. Let it be known that the bandit Dimitri has repented. All arrest warrants have been lifted. Okay. Troll contract. Trolls lurking near ruined bridge. The beast may be defeated by any means. Just as long as it's defeated, a troll slayer will be generously rewarded. We'll take that. And then finally, head a tangle of forest weeds, chin lined with reeds, flotsam barber awaits. Okay, don't need to take that, so let's escape. Okay, so it did say something in the corner there about looking at notice boards, but I didn't read it in time. The Necker contract. Oh, okay, yeah, we need to journal set for contracts and quests. Yeah, so we've got 3 new quests there. I'm not gonna. In spite of events, Geralt had not forgotten his profession. Witchering was his prime source of income, so when he learned that Flotsam authorities had posted a bounty for exterminating Neckers, he accepted the job. Before he began, he decided to learn more about the vicious creatures. He began looking for books about Neckers and searching for the creatures to observe their behaviour. Endragers had been multiplying in the Flotsam area. The monsters had become such a scourge, I can't say that word very well, that Bernard Laredo, though stingy by nature, posted a bounty, the Witcher accepted. The job decided that little theoretical preparation may pay off. Reading about the habits might be worth it. Troll. In practicing their trade, witches abide by a code that clearly explains what they can and cannot do. Geralt claims he invented this code himself to have an excuse for refusing unwanted jobs, but I think such stratagem would be too complicated for him. Either way, Geralt noticed that Bernard Laredo had posted a bounty on the head of a troll living in the area. Because a troll is a sapient creature, it falls under the code as huntable only if evil. The curious witcher decided to check it out. Can we... Oh, we can only do one at a time. So I think we'll stick with our main one at the moment, just because, to be honest, I want to... Can I open this darn thing? Yeah, good. Because I want to get this sword done. Yeah. What's that green dot for? Let's have a look on the map. So I've gone completely the wrong way. I don't know what the green dot was for. But I want to go back through that door. Oh, I could turn right and come around. Yeah, let's do that. Can I go right? Oh, I can't go right. As it's a sea. Oh, okay, we're leaving you. Thanks. No, thanks. So let's go back through. So it must be... Let's have a look again at this map. Oh, I went the wrong way, idiot. Yes, so it should be ahead through here. Okay. Look, there's a ladder. I want to climb. See what's up here. Not a lot. I do like to have a look about, but I think this is the way I want to go. The hell was that noise? Oh, it's him snoring. Good grief. I can't do the thing, can I? Because I haven't got any silver. Just realised. I wonder how I get silver. Oh, I don't think I want to be here right now. Keep doing that. Cedric, I think we'll go back to this one. Can I mark them at all to head towards something? I think we'll go back through and go back. I don't really want to be here. Forest near Flotsam. Look, there's a green dot there. What is that for? Is that like a quest giver?
Swords. Does he lose them?
I haven't got 2 swords, you idiot child. Hereby announce that a rich reward has been set for the killing of a Kairan, a hated beast, river beast. Can I take it? So I think we need to go inside here. That green dot is in here.
Any work for a witcher?
Enough work for 3, but what of it? We're poor folk.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Ye best go to Flotsam Town Square near the inn. There are notices on the board there. Just leave the trawl be, please, no matter what the townsfolk say.
Oh.
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Laredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clearly got means in the budget.
What sorceress?
What sorceress? You mean Triss Marigold?
Lady Sheila de Tanserville, a significant person, but poor as a temple mouse, just like ye. Seems spellcraft and wealth don't go hand in hand. They say she's agreed to kill the old man, so hurry if you want to jump in before her.
The old man?
Any other jobs? Well-paid jobs?
Go seek the old man. Laredo splurged on a sorceress, so he's clear.
Let's see what he means by the old man.
You mean the Kairan?
Call him whatever ye like. I mean the river beast. He troubled our great-grandfathers already, but he's become unbearable recently, tearing through nets, choking fish with venom. Even Laredo says that since the local economy be harmed, there be no choice but to hire a sorceress.
Okay, so that's what the dot was, I guess. I don't know, because it's not gone away, has it? Same man, so... don't really understand what I missed.
Why two
Oh,
swords?
shut up, kid, or else I'll use
Does
one
he
of
lose
them on you.
often?
Get out the way, kid, or I'll smack you one.
Witcher! Help me!
Let's look at the journal again. Did we get anything about that? Karen, no, not yet. God's sake, I pressed open. What more do you want to do? Get up. Open the door.
Get Yana!
Okay, we'll nick from you. I have no shame. I do kind of want the silver.
How's your health, Grandma?
Well enough, Sonny. What you looking for here in Lobenden?
Kingslayers.
Well. Seems I outlasted even Foltest. Now just to outlast Lorido. And I'll be on my way.
Is that it? Is that all I needed from here? Is that... The green dot's gone now, so... Strange.
Why two
Oh,
swords?
shut up, kid. I really am going to smack you one in a minute.
Grandma won't believe me when I tell her.
Good. Shut up. Got to... I don't know if you can buy that silver. Geralt, you do have a habit of getting yourself stuck places, don't you?
So how's it going, dear?
Greetings. Mind if I take a look at what you have in stock?
Certainly. You're welcome to. I'm Fioravanti, a merchant. Not to be nosy, but weren't you hired to kill the Kairan? I've had my fill of this place, and I'll be glad when the blockade is finally
I haven't
lifted.
been hard.
Lorito won't let you traders out until it suits him. Seems he needs you here for some reason.
What's that supposed to mean, damn it? Is he organizing some international trade fair? I'm a subject of King Demavend, and I tell you...
Demavend's dead. Now, if you don't mind, can we get down to business?
Okay, let's trade. So he's got all this stuff. Oh, I don't want to do whatever I was just doing there. Has he got... That's all. Oh. It doesn't look like he's got what I wanted. Oh! Diamond dust. I actually don't think I want anything for sale. Oh, I must have. Crap for sale. Start at the top. So I don't want to sell those. I want to sell that. All that. Don't want to sell those. All that. We could sell that. Cloth. We don't need several swords, do we? So let's sell one of those. He's got a long sword as well. Who knew? Oh, we can... Oh, perhaps we can't put that in. Temerian sword. Is that better than what I've got? Trying to find the sword I've actually got in. Cloth. Got a lot of cloth. Steel short sword. Damage 8 to 10. Drowner's brain. Lovely. Long sword 8 to 11. Okay. Temerian. Oh, so we want to keep that one and get rid of the others. Twine. Iron ore. Diamond dust. Amethyst. Short sword. Another one. Rusty dagger. Rusty steel sword. I don't know what weight we've got. We've still got plenty of weight though. I don't know that we really want that. Or bindings. Yeah, we'll accept. Yeah. I know that. Okay, well that's cleared up a lot of junk, hasn't it? And we've got a bit of cash now, which I'm not sure how that helps, but maybe we can buy stuff. Let's have a look at his. Half of this is what we just sold him. Okay, that'll do. Now go to inventory, and we've got a steel sword in there. I want to put the Temerian sword. So we've still got... Can we put that in there? No. I want to get rid of these. I don't want these two. Sword and long sword.
And how do you find country life?
Shop contents. Upon returning to a shop after 24 hours, you may find that some of the items you purchased previously are once again available. Tip: generate additional income by selling shopkeepers the items. Blah, I couldn't catch all of that, but let's trade. So let's see. I want to go to weapons. I want to sell that and that. Armor. Leather jacket. Is that what he's wearing? Is that spare?
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right?
So he's wearing what? Blue stripes combat jacket. So the combat jacket is armor +2, and then the leather jacket is +3. So, but one's epic and one's common, and this has a lot more resistance to other things. So I think I'll go back to. Well, let's just see. Hang on. Geralt at least looks like Geralt now. But
and how do you find country life?
I think we need to put the other one on, don't we? Trousers. Mage's trousers. As opposed to common +4. So again, these trousers probably better. Okay, I don't know. Well, I want to get rid of these things. I don't really want leather gauntlets and all of that.
Love is where you find it.
You're young and
Greetings,
nimble.
Sonny.
You'll return to Flotsam in tears, not
Okay. I'm assuming you can't sell what you're wearing. But if you can, I'm screwed. Enhancements. Potions, traps. We must look at that about the dragons. Okay, I think that's enough now. I want to look at that book about the dragons. Dragons were once commonplace. They're all over the continent. Absolute dragon fire was the bane of cities, and dragon appetites were a constant threat to the first colonizers. Mages stood against these creatures. Witches were created to fight them. Today, dragons are nearly extinct. There are occasional sightings of forktails and lizards. These creatures are to dragons as stray cats are to tigers. Dragons were brought to the brink of extinction by professional hunters like the famed Crinford Reavers. Alchemy ingredients from the dragon's body are among the most expensive and highly sought after by mages. The beast's roasted tail is considered a true delicacy. You have required knowledge about a monster species. Tip: review your current knowledge level by accessing the attributes tab in the character development panel. Okay. Have a look at this soldier's orders. All forces are to fall back immediately to defend the routes leading to the temple. These, yeah, whatever. We don't really need that, do we? Has it got any weight? No, oh, it doesn't matter then. Okay, so character is that one. And then it said look at attributes. And knowledge. Aha, well look. The legends are true. Dragons like to gather hordes and have voracious appetites that they satiate. Oh, gosh, what is wrong with me? By eating all living creatures with no exceptions. Like cats, they like to lounge in places of power. They nap there, drawing energy, yet nobody knows what they use their energy for. There are 5 species of these great wyrums: white, black, red, green, and rock. Golden dragons, extremely intelligent, gifted with the ability to assume the shape of any creature, are, of course, a fairy tale for little children. Dragons are smart indeed, but they cannot speak, much less polymorph. The best tactic when meeting a dragon is to pray to all gods with no exceptions. Atheists should run. They can thus extend their lives by a few heartbeats. It must be stressed that any of these choices would end in death when made by an amateur. One fighting a dragon should watch out for its fire. Above all else, the breath is lethal, momentary ending the fight. The wyrums can also fly and are excellent at maneuvering, so they use the advantage of altitude in combat. A witcher should climb high buildings to surprise the reptile flying by, and to use walls as protection. The beast's jaws are even worse than its paws. They bring instant death. Dragons, like cats, like to toy with their prey, so sometimes they lift it to the air and then drop it from a height when they are bored. Dragons are immune to poisons, unworried by oils which increase bleeding, and are unaffected by traps or bombs. One would be hard pressed to find a soul brave enough to drop a dragon unless it had been hacked to pieces with an axe first, and I wish such a outcome of the battle to all dragon slayers with all my heart. Okay, so we've got some knowledge.
A fine mess you have here. Dwarves.
Well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me. It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Voltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Vasima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth more to me alive, but if need be, I will take you back as a corpse.
Good luck with that.
You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
We've got a wanted man here. Grab him, boy.
Yeah.
He's worth a bundle. Don't fuck this up.
Come on, Geralt. That's it. Tell you what, that sword done off. Whiz apart. Excuse me, my friend, but you seem to have forgotten your trousers. Okay, thought you might. Really? Timber? Seriously? Oh, there they are. Arrest warrant. Okay, we'll have to have a little read of that, won't we? Inventory? Where's this arrest warrant? Let's have a little read. Arrest warrant. Geralt of Rivia is hereby made known to all. The Witcher named Geralt, native of Rivia, has committed a high crime of regicide in slaying Foltest, king of Temeria. As a murderer and traitor, Geralt has been sentenced to die by fire. A generous reward is offered for his capture and delivered to the proper authorities. He who delivers the criminal's head shall receive 1/2 of the said reward. Those providing reliable and confirmed information as to the criminal whereabouts shall also receive remuneration. Beware, the Witcher is armed and dangerous. Clearly didn't beware that well. What is it about these lot round here that they walk around without any trousers? I just saw something there. God, timber, timber, timber. All the time, timber.
Why 2 swords?
You as well.
Does he lose them often?
Seriously, you kids are very unoriginal. So if I turn right here, it should bring me to that.
Was it you who ate Little Red Riding Hood?
Is it him?
No offence, but you're scaring my customers away.
I'm trying to give you custom, you muppet.
Was it you who ate Little Red Riding Hood?
No, I didn't eat Little Red Riding Hood, you stupid child. Buzz off. Hate kids. Oh, I don't want to trade. Thank you. Sorry, no, don't want to trade.
They pinch my ass and don't even leave a tip.
The moral downfall.
There's a green dot there, which I think is a quest giver, but I don't know what the blue dot means. Or unless the green dot is a... Where's the green dot gone? These kids are really getting on my nerves. I'm going to have to fire at them in a minute. Yeah, thanks. Thought you might go. Oh god. Didn't mean to do that. Oops.
Do that again.
Okay. Yeah, understood. Totally get it. But tell the kids to get off my
I think the stew's
stuffing
ready.
case.
Artist at work.
You might want to stir it.
Now I've lost the other dot as well. Where's that crafts person? That's what I thought that was. I know about that, but it hasn't come up as a quest yet, and I don't know why. Perhaps it's not night time yet, is it? That's where we need to go, but not yet.